I want a Lindrum.
When she stepped in looking like a snack, man damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. And you know it was never luck. When I stepped in looking like a snack, the girl damn ready to attack. You know what I want, so give me that. Yeah, we know give was never luck.
Hi guys, it's your girl Gypsy back with another video. You know what it is, know how I do. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. I want to give a special shout out to the undergrad and graduates who are graduating this month. And I know it's probably virtual or you guys have your graduations postponed, and I am super hurt that happened to you guys. But I just want to send my love and congrats to you because I, Gypsy, is super proud of you guys. And that achievement is nothing to just snuff at. So I'm super proud and hope you guys are blessed in your career endeavors. And due to that, your girl is doing a giveaway, her first giveaway, and it's specifically for the graduates of the 2019-2020 school year. It has to be college though, sorry, no high schoolers, I'm sorry, but just the colleges. You can go on my socials at Gypsy Junction on Instagram and Twitter to look at more of the details. I will announce the winner on May 22nd, so you have until May 19th to follow all the criteria. That's the deadline, May 19th, to follow all the criteria, and I can't wait to see your submission sent to me at gypsyjunction at gmail.com, and hope you guys send in those videos. So let's get to the review. Alright, so this book comes from the trilogy, the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I reviewed the first book on the 5th season about a month, 2 months ago. Either way, I reviewed the first one, and now I'm gonna review the second one, the Obelisk. So let me tell y'all, Miss Jemisin does not come to play, okay? Like, this book had me all types of ways. I was upset, I was congratulatory, I was pissed. Like, all I know is the theme in this book: vengeance.
Vengeance will be mine!
Vengeance and epiphanies. Vengeance and epiphanies. That was the theme for this book. Like, I like, everybody is mad. And honestly, some of it is justified, some of it is not, especially when you learn the mindset behind Jija, why he killed his son, which is, Essen's, I would say, second husband, because Alabaster is like basically her first husband. So that was a lot. But this book follows the account of Essen, who is / Demaya, Cyanide Essen, but right now she's Essen. That's her profile right now. And then her daughter Nassin. And if you remember from the first book, we were wondering if Nassin's alive. We were like, oh, is she alive? Are we going to be able to find her? The Stone Eater that was with her, that traveled with her, Essen, Hoa, he's like, yeah, I can't find her no more. And he's just like, so I've been wandering around the earth for nothing. Like, wouldn't you be mad if you were walking, because there's no cars, if you're just walking around aimlessly, across the United States, cross continents, and then, the person who helps guide you basically says, I can't help you. And you're like, so what you've been telling me is I've been wasting my time. Okay. But here are the epiphanies and the answers, the questions that are answered in this book. Number one, we thought, well, I say we as the readers, perceive that the Obelisk, which are basically, how can I describe them? Basically, they're stones that Origins, can access more power. The Origins can use them as power, and they can also you can use them to destroy things as well. So it's a up and down situation. It's basically the Infinity Stones. Basically, that's the best thing I can describe it. So we thought there was only a few because that's what we learned from the first book. There is about over 300 of them apparently across the earth. So yeah, it's a lot. Number two, the Guardians from the Fulcrum. The way they are made is actually really it's really sad actually. So basically they get this chip inserted like right he had the nape of their neck, or they call it the sesapine. And over time, there's a contaminant in there, basically that like seeps into their blood vessels and stuff, and kind of warps their mind and takes away their identity. So it's basically like Alzheimer's, but level 10, pretty much. And the Earth itself basically controls them, and it's like, kill everything that I don't want to be living. So if the Earth is like, yeah, I don't want this person, kill him, or I don't want that child, kill him. And it's wild. Number 3, the Stone Eaters, like the Hoa that has been traveling with her for, you know, days and days since the first book, and in this one too, they actually used to be human. I know, crazy. So basically, they used to be human and turn into Stone Eaters when they die, basically. So as you learn at the end of the book, when Alabaster dies, yes, I know, unfortunately, Alabaster dies, he turns into a Stone Eater. So I thought that was really interesting. And all Stone Eaters are not for the same cause. So Hoa is basically, his main goal is to protect Essen. And when I tell you he does everything imaginable to protect her, it gets ugly. Like, it gets mad ugly. Miss Nasson, the daughter, she is powerful, and she is in the book, I think she's 10. Yeah, she's 10. So if you remember in the Fulcrum, there's a ringer system, like how powerful you can get, and the top one is 10 ringer. And the Guardians, because they're like former Guardians basically, and her guardian is actually her mother's guardian. Now, we already know that was not just coincidental, that was on purpose. Who is Shafa, and he himself is dealing with like the Earth the Earth is telling him to kill her, to kill Nasson, like kill her instantly, and he's fighting against it. And she basically can sense, like, when he's fighting against like that being, you know, that voice inside of her. And even a Stone Eater comes to talk to her to explain everything, and she nicknames him Steel. So we'll see where he comes from, because I have my theories if like Steel is like another version of Hoa, maybe like Hoa's low-key evil, or like I don't know. I have no idea. I have so many questions, but they'll probably be answered in the 3rd book of Stone Sky, which I'm going to start reading immediately. But yeah, so Nasson is like really strong. She's basically almost a 6-7 ringer, and it took her mom years for that. So the fact that it only took her much more less than that, like I'll say a year to get to that point, that's, yeah, she's gonna be something to be played with. Also, I don't even know what number I am on. The reason why the Earth is so mad is because I guess the first season that caused all this, just shattering season, that's what it's called, the moon was pushed, it was knocked out of orbit, so it's not on the same trajectory with the Earth. And, you know, scientifically speaking, we know the moon and the Earth, you know, they work together, like, you know, with gravitational pull, all that. And that's why the Earth is just in a shambles, because it needs the moon back. But as I guess like a family, like a parental type look at it, between the Earth and the moon, the Earth lost its child, so the Earth is like, I hate you all, about to kill it out of you. So yeah, so that's what's basically going on in the book. Like I said, 2 things, vengeance and epiphanies. Like, some of my questions were answered. I still have more questions, but I feel like most of them are going to be answered in Stone Sky. And you know what? I'm gonna start writing down the questions I have, and I'm going to keep track of the answers. So then I review the Stone Sky, I'm gonna let y'all know everything that gets answered. But you guys should definitely get into this trilogy. Like, when I tell you, like, it feels like I'm watching a show, like the way she describes everything. And that's the thing with sci-fi and fantasy books, they go more in depth, because most of the time it's either in a different type of world, it's either like just like futuristic, or just in different types. So like they have to you know, describe things more so you guys can picture it, you know, us readers can picture what it's supposed to be like. So another shout out to Miss Jemisin. You just keep giving your girl what she needs. Like, I never thought I'd be into sci-fi and fantasy, but this trilogy right here, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. But you guys should definitely check it out. I will link the links to Bookshop. You know I'm gonna always talk about Bookshop. You know, supporting the local bookstores. They have raised over $1 million, guys, which is like amazing, super amazing. So please, please, please support Bookshop, and I'll also link Amazon as well. And yeah, I hope you guys buy the book. If you do, tag a girl, follow your girl, subscribe with your girl, comment for your girl. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week in another video.